Today on Deer Gear, we'll get some handgun hunting tips from the folks at Smith & Wesson. We'll also check out the benefits of Danner boots and head out to Las Vegas to check out some of the new products from this year's SHOT Show. Finally, Wade Middleton will talk about cultivating food plots for deer season. All that and more coming up on Deer Gear. Let's now join Garmin's Ted Gartner, who will break down what's new in the Rhino series line of GPS.
This is Garmin's new Rhino series of radios. We've had these out for a few years, but there's a lot of improvements. Basically, the Rhino, you can talk to one another like you would a normal walkie-talkie, but it's also GPS enabled. So not only are you talking back and forth, but you're sending your location to other Rhino users back and forth, so other people in your party know exactly where you are. It's not only a great convenience device, but it's a great safety device. The new Rhino is a touchscreen unit, glove friendly, so if it's cold weather you can scan around, very easy to see where you are, see where your friends are, and see what's around them in terms of topo, elevations, streams, roads. That's all right in there. It's up to 20-mile range, and it has a 5-megapixel camera in the back. And basically what you can do with that is you can take a picture of an object and it automatically marks the location where that photo was taken. So if you've got a rub or a scrape, a deer stand, whatever, you take a picture, you look through it, scan through it, you click on that picture and it will lead you straight to that unit. A bunch of nice features, all incorporated into one unit. It's the latest in the Rhino series from Garmin.
For more information on Garmin's GPS, visit Garmin.com. Hunting with handguns has gotten more and more popular over the last couple years. Deer Gear's own Kevin Giesecke recently took a great 9-point buck with a Smith & Wesson hunting handgun. Now, he's at the target range, getting some extra tips from Smith & Wesson's Paul Pluff, who has a simple secret that guarantees faster and more accurate sighting every time.
Practicing is key to success on handgun hunting, and I recommend that if you plan on doing it, practice. But here's a few tips that could take even a good shooter and give him some advantages and actually make them a better shooter. First thing we want to talk about is sight acquisition, and we're all guilty of it, especially with a handgun. You kind of get out there and you're looking at that target, you kind of come up here and you start doing the bobbly head type of thing, trying to find that location of the crosshairs. In this case, It's a red dot, and I want to show you right quick with the red dot. So what I want to show you is a technique so that you can actually be staring at the target, staring at that where you want that point of impact to be, and come up and have, whether it's a red dot or crosshairs on a hunting scope, and have it come up and line up perfectly right there without having to search for it. It's pretty simplistic. First of all, you're going to get your good grip like we've always talked about, okay? And the next thing you're going to do is, instead of taking that gun and either coming up from the top down or from the bottom up, you're going to push it out from your chest. And the reason why you're going to do that is you don't want to bring your view of vision on the target down into the scope. You want to bring the scope up into your view of vision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stare at that target, I'm going to get my grip, and I'm going to keep my vision on that target. I'm going to bring the gun up into my chest, and then I'm just going to push out right from there, okay? And I instantly pick up that red dot, and guess where that red dot is on this gun? It's right on that center of that target. And it happens that quick, okay? At that point in time, I'm ready to squeeze off around and put it right where I want it to.
I'm going to come up here. Pow, dead on.
Perfect shots.
That is awesome.
You were right on that target, and see how quickly it happened?
Yeah, and it's just right there.
Right there, and it was a perfect shot. You just found it, and it was just there.
So now that's, obviously this applies to any handgun.
Any handgun, and actually, you know, it becomes even more critical when you're talking about handgun hunting, and I love handgun hunting, and you get to experience it this year when you went on your handgun hunt. And what I want to show you, it becomes even more apparent when you're using a scope with crosshairs. Okay? This is a red dot. We started off with that because it picks it up. You don't have a lot of things to think about, but it's just right there.
Right.
But now you have the basics. So we're going to move up to that big 460 of yours, and we're going to try with that. I'm going to show you how big of a difference that makes.
Gotcha.
And that little technique I showed you, as you come up, what you're doing is that, you know, now you're coming up and you're bringing your vision into the scope. You're bringing that scope into your vision, and it's going to actually be perfectly aligned. When you come up and you see those crosshairs, because you're staring at that and you're bringing it in, you know you're going to be lined up.
Now coming on to shooting sticks, I'm assuming I want to have this basically the height that I want it generally.
Absolutely, and one of the things I always preach, if you're going to hunt with a handgun, practice, practice, practice.
And practice.
And you want to practice on the sticks. I see too many guys out there. They'll go out there and they'll sight their gun in on a bench rest, and they'll go out in their field. Shooting off a bench rest and shooting off sticks or offhand are miles apart.
Sure.
So once you sight your gun in and you're comfortable that it's that it's sighted in, practice, take some shots off the stick. It becomes important.
Okay, so I'm going to come up. I'm looking at my target.
Find it. Now you're
I'm
just dropping
full,
that down
and I'm
just
right in it, right there.
okay. And you see now that you're in that chin. See
Yeah.
how much more steady that gun
It
feels
is.
in there.
Big time.
Okay, and you're not getting as much movement.
Big time.
Now you know what it looks like. Now I want you to experience what the shot is, and because what this does is it builds confidence in your shot.
Okay.
And the guys that are real good shooters and real good hunters that don't miss a shot, it's because they're confident in their shot.
And then practice.
Practice, practice.
Visit smith-wesson.com for the complete line of Smith & Wesson firearms. Deer Gear is brought to you by Garmin, Smith & Wesson, Danner Boots, Frog Togs, and Do All Outdoors. We'll be right back.
Julie Golaski, Smith & Wesson Consumer Program Manager and World Champion Shooter.
Joe Zanetti, Smith & Wesson Finishing Specialist and lifelong hunter.
Jim Dalton, Smith & Wesson Master Gunsmith. I shoot competitively, and so does my son.
Our people, our products, our passion. Smith & Wesson.
Unlike farmers, hunters usually only get to plow and plant their food plots on weekends. So the #1 complaint is that the plot didn't come up or the stand was thin. Delta Ag has developed a 3-step process that focuses on the soil, seed, and plant. And after many years of real-life situations, Delta Ag has found this concept to be a solid foundation to build crop performance from the ground up. For more information, visit our website at seedcoat.com or see your local dealer.
I hold the spot-on advantage. And there are a million more like me, using Spot On to build confidence in shooting farther and with more precision than ever before. The next generation of shooting accuracy has arrived. Join us.
You know, as an outdoorsman, if you're going to get out there and go all day, I'm talking from 5 in the morning all the way till an hour after dark, by the time you get back to your camp, you've got to have something that's going to perform for you, be it your rainwear, be it your insulated underwear, and obviously your feet, because your feet are an extremity, and you've got to make sure they are comfortable, and you want them to be dry. So if you're walking through water, you want to know that water's not going to penetrate down into your socks. You want to make sure you've got the proper amount of insulation out there. Keep those toes warm, because when the toes get cold, you start wiggling them. When you start wiggling them, you start moving them. And when you start moving, you're seriously going to be spooking some game. And if your boots are not performing the way they need to, you're not going to be a successful outdoorsman.
For one, it just keeps your mind off your feet being cold. You know, you're sitting out there freezing and shaking. It allows you to stay in the stand longer. Whether you're deer hunting, turkey hunting, we have days in turkey season when it could be 30 degrees. There could be snow on the ground. just being able to stay in the woods longer, hunt longer, be comfortable. That's the main thing, being comfortable, because I mean that's the reason we hunt, to have fun, and you want to be comfortable to have fun.
So when I look for good boots, I want insulation, I want waterproof, and I want durability. And from the moment you touch a Danner boot, you know that's what you're getting, all three of those attributes. You look at a cheap pair of shoes or boots and you run your hand across it, you can tell they're cheap. When you touch these, you can see the craftsmanship and the workmanship and the quality materials that go into this product to ensure that they're going to be able to perform in the field. And for me, as an outdoorsman or a guy that's just working on the ranch or just lounging around town, it ensures I'm getting what I pay for. Other things I take into account, I mean, we're always outdoors. I mean, we're dealing in some pretty extreme conditions. Rocks, we've got dust, we've got cactus, we've got rattlesnakes around, and I want something that's going to be able to protect my feet and protect that, you know, lower part of my body when I'm out there, and that's what a quality boot does. That fits you, and it's going to perform while you're out there. Durability and construction, hey, they're top-notch when you look at a Danner boot.
You know, the first thing when I put any pair of boots on is I'm looking for comfort, how they fit, flexibility. When I put my first pair of Danner boots on, and I'd heard from my buddies, a couple buddies of mine had them before, and they're like, man, they're the best boots ever made. And you know, everybody's got their own opinion about everything, and you can kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know, some are telling the truth, some, you know, just whatever they believe. The first time I put these boots on, the first thing I noticed was how comfortable they were. The flexibility in them, the support, you know, ankle support, that's what I look for a lot, because I hunt in a lot of hilly terrain, rocks, big rocks that I'm climbing over, and wet weather, any kind of weather. Rolling your ankles over, you know, I mean, that can ruin your hunt right there. So support and comfortable, you know, how comfortable they are, flexible.
When you look at a lineup of boots like what the Danner company have, they've got a wide range of boots, be it from your work boots to your hunting boots to snake boots, all the way to something that's going to perform in a 100-degree temperature. And you want to make sure you're comfortable out there in whatever the conditions. So you always want to match your boot to the situation that you're dealing with out there so that you've got the proper set of equipment out there. Something that's going to be comfortable if you're hiking miles upon miles, something that's going to be insulated if it's going to be below freezing, something that may not be quite as insulated if it's going to be 80 degrees out there, something that will perform if you're in a marshy, wet condition. That's why you look at a company like what Danner has in that wide range of products, match what you're looking for, it's going to make it comfortable and be able to perform for you in any situation in the field.
To learn more about Danner boots, head to danner.com.
Now, when it comes to wildlife management products and services related to raising big whitetails, you don't have to look any further than Mummies Incorporated. Located in South Texas, Mummies has been the leader in wildlife management products for over 20 years and know what products it takes to get the job done right. We're the largest independent dealer of Purina's Antler Max line of deer feeds, in addition to our famous brand of Mummy's deer corn that's utilized on ranches all across South Texas. We have a wildlife specialist on staff to answer your deer management questions and help you out with your deer program. At Mummy's, you're a part of the wildlife family and not just a customer.
We try to be here for more than just some place to stop and pick up feed. We're here to answer anybody's questions and any kind of wildlife-related instances.
Before you make your next purchase of any wildlife-related items, be sure to check out our website at www.mummiesinc.com to see how we can help you out.
Julie Golaski, Smith & Wesson Consumer Program Manager and World Champion Shooter.
Joe Zanetti, Smith & Wesson Finishing Specialist and lifelong hunter.
Jim Dalton, Smith & Wesson Master Gunsmith. I shoot competitively, and so does my son.
Our people, our products, our passion. Smith & Wesson.
Get lost in the hunt, not the wilderness. Hunt with Garmin.
Every January, the Shooting, Hunting, Outdoor Trade Show, or SHOT Show, rolls into Las Vegas, Nevada, and vendors of all types come in to showcase their latest and greatest products. We stopped by a couple of booths to discover some of the industry's newest trend-setting gear.
Technology is changing everything. You know, computers are not the only things that have changed in the last 20 years, and cell phones and all the other gadgets that we have. In the industry that now has cameras that you can watch into the field, or camo patterns that disappear at a distance, there's just always something new and different. Technology's changed everything. And so from a sport that's the oldest that there is, we've tried to take new things to see every year. It's important for us to see what's out there and learn new things. And we want to show you some new things from Frog Togs that we hope you'll come and look at with us for 2013. You know, Frog Togs has been known for waterproof, breathable, lightweight rainwear for many, many years, but we've made a couple of new changes in the last 12 months that it'll be important for you to see. One of the things that's happened with us is our new Toad series. Toads uses the technology that we've used in non-woven fabrics on the inside, nice and soft and breathable, keeps you nice and dry when you're outside in the rain, but we've also switched to a really nice brushed polyester outshell that is soft, breathable, lightweight and packable, but a lot more durable than some of the old Frog Togs were in the early days. We've got great features on the garments. We've got adjustable hoods, we've got waterproof zippers. We also make it in a jacket with bibs or with a pant. And as always, Frog Togs is going to be a value-driven product. Jackets that retail for about $79, pants will retail for about $69. Great for everywhere you might go in the camo world, as well as all the regular Frog Togs that we have in solid colors. We hope that you'll come and visit us and look for some new product information. You can visit us at frogtogs.com, and we'll look forward to seeing you sometime this year.
Hey, this is Jonathan Hayes with Do All Outdoors. We're here at the 2013 SHOT Show, and I want to talk to you real quick about a couple of additions that we have new for the year. Everybody's familiar with our impact seal material, so we kind of wanted to increase that line, make it a little stronger. So we come out with a couple of new products. One I want to talk about is the Shooting Star. Just like the rest of our impact seal targets, these are rated for all calibers, 22 up to 50. This one you're going to get a really good reaction out of. You throw it on the ground, shoot it with a 22 or what have you, anything you've got in the gun safe, this is going to bounce around and jump and flip and roll, and also, you know, the hole's going to reseal, so you can have this thing for many years to come. Another new product we're rolling out for SHOT Show in 2013 is the Impact Seal Bonehead. This is rated for 10,000 rounds, basically anything you've got in the gun vault, 22 up to 50 cal. It's a real heavy target, it's really dense. Throw it on the ground, watch this thing roll, spin, and flip just like the rest of our ground bouncers. Really excited about this product. It's going to do well for us, and can't wait for you guys to start shooting this one. Last year we came out with the Impact Seal Prairie Dog. This has been a real good item for us. Super popular with the kids. Love to shoot the gopher with their 22s and you see it bounce back and forth. Also, high cal shooters, 223s, 300s, put this thing out 300-400 yards. Still going to get that reaction no matter how far away or how close you are. Probably my favorite target for 2013, the Impact Seal Deer Crossing sign. Now, you know, everybody shoots these things on the side of the road, so we just thought we'd take this one step further and give you an affordable target that you can shoot at, put it in the back of your truck, put it in your trunk. It's real compact. It's an 18 by 18 target, so it's really big, but also this is made out of our Impact Seal material, rated for 22 to 50 cal. You're going to shoot this thing thousands of times. It's super durable. You're going to have it for many years to come, and you know, who doesn't like to shoot a deer crossing sign, right? Another new target that we have for 2013 is the Jitterbug. This comes in a 2217 model and the handgun model. This one here, the yellow one, is a handgun model. Rated from 9mm up to 44. Throw it on the ground, you shoot it, hit the paddle, it flips, it turns. I've even had this one go up in the air and do a complete rotation on me. Target's a lot of fun to shoot for you handgunners. Handgunners, really popular sport right now. This is a great addition to our steel line. If you have any questions about this or any other of our products, check us out online.
Well, here at Thompson Center, we're really excited this year. We've got a lot of great additions to the line, and you know, in the last couple of years, our venture bolt actions have just done so well in the marketplace and proven accuracy and really the word's out on venture. Additionally, in our Dimension line, well, it was a year ago, SHOT Show, that we introduced the Dimension, and it was just so revolutionary. Thompson Center's known for switch barrel technology, the ability to change a gun for what you want to hunt with. Dimension takes it to that bolt action level. An affordable gun, minute of angle guaranteed, and you can switch between 10 different calibers. This year what we've done is we've further accessorized the line so that we've come out with accessory stocks that are in Max 1 and Realtree Max 1 and Mossy Oak Infinity Breakup. So the guys that have bought into the Dimension line can now add in a camouflage stock for predator hunting, or just the simple fact that they want to customize our Dimension out just a little bit more. So if you want to find out about the complete Thompson Center lines, our muzzleloader line, single shots, and our bolt action like the Dimension Adventure, go to tcarms.com.
They said TC couldn't build a bolt-action rifle. Well, build it we did. That it couldn't be more accurate than the classics, so we guaranteed our accuracy. They said that at that price, it must be made overseas. Nope, 100% made in America. Then they experienced TC's venture and said, it can't get any better. Wrong again. When it comes to bolt-action rifles, it's time to stop listening to your grandfather's gun company and experience the TC venture for yourself from America's master gunmaker, Thompson Center.
The Bradley propane smoker runs on batteries, so I can set it up easily most anywhere. I no longer have to go to town to satisfy my sophisticated palate. Only problem is, I do get a little lonely. Well, if you like that, you're gonna love my apple smoked lamb tenderloin with a mint sauce and a rice pilaf. Marvelous with a Merlot. So, you from around here?
It's for those who get up early on weekends, and those who'd rather rough it than take it easy. It's for those who know it's not just a sport, but a way of life. The new Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system keeps food fresh up to 5 times longer with a rugged design and 12-volt adapter cord for easy use in the field, ensuring your game and fish is fresh when you need it. The Food Saver Game Saver vacuum sealing system. Fielded fresh, sealed fresh.
Deer Gear is brought to you by Bradley Smoker, Cabela's, it's in your nature, Delta Ag, High-Vis Shooting Systems, and Arctic Ice. Smoking fresh game has always been a laborious process, but with the Bradley Smoker, it doesn't have to be.
Bradley smokers are great because they're really easy to use. You can just get these little flavored biscuits that you put into the smoker. And the way it works is you get a pan of water that the biscuits kind of travel down a little road that's heated up. They fall in the water, they make smoke, which permeates your meat. Pretty much anything that you could possibly imagine cooking in the oven, you can put into a smoker. We've done venison, I've done lamb, pork shoulder, I like to do chicken. And the thing that's nice about it is you can cook everything slowly so that it's always tender and it always turns out perfect. There's a lot of accessories that you can use with the Bradley smoker. Bradley actually makes jerky racks, which you can use, and then you don't mess up the racks that are in it. They also provide a great recipe book, which I rely on heavily, but I also just like to try to mix it up and make some things of my own from time to time. When the timer's up on the Bradley smoker, I just go over, turn it off, the meat's done. I like to let mine set for 5 or 10 minutes before I serve it, and this is a great way for me to share my harvest with my friends and family.
For more information, visit bradleysmoker.com.
I get asked a lot of times, how come we see so many deer and what we do to make that happen? Well, a lot of it is a lot of hard work. I'm gonna walk you through an area that we've established out of nothing, basically, that is now full of deer. Behind me, I've actually got a protein feeding pen, and this pen right here is designed to keep cattle out. We've got panels all the way around it, and it's an on-demand feeder. You can see the feed basically goes in, drops all the way down. The only problem I have is occasionally hogs or cows may come through there, so we've got some barbed wire on top of it to try and keep them away. Deer can jump over it, come in and out at any time. They can feed on that protein 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That really helps us in these drought conditions that are pretty common down in Texas. Now behind me, we've created a gigantic food plot right here that's just now starting to come up. We went in here, turned the soil over, put some soil solution on there by Delta Ag, did the seed coat, planted our oats, and it's just now getting ready to come up, so now we'll top it with some plant power. Past that, I've got a timer feeder. Now what I've created with that timer feeder is an opportunity for these deer to come in here at certain times. 7 in the morning and 4:30 in the evening, that goes off and feeds corn. So I've created a smorgasbord here basically for the deer and other game species to come in at a variety of times. And what that does, creates an opportunity for us to see a lot of deer, bring them into this area, and have created a hunting location so that we may have an opportunity to harvest some deer and most of all, have some great places to see a lot of game.
Delta Ag's products are indispensable when it comes to the growth and health of food plots. Let's join Delta Ag's Morgan Tyler, who will tell us more.
We're here at Nuna Ranch today. We're going to be planting our soybeans for our summer forage. And what's been going on is this fall when we were out here for our hunt, we started looking at these fields and did some soil testing, and we got our soil solution down this fall. What that product does is when we put it out, we're going to incorporate it into the ground, and it actually feeds your bacteria because, you know, when we plow ground, you're exposed a lot of that bacteria to the air, and you kill it actually. So with soil solution, we're feeding that bacteria that's in the soil and getting it, you know, back in a healthy soil condition, okay? And it's also helping to digest that old crop residue. It's going to help release nutrients to those plants, okay? So it's had plenty of time to work that, okay? We're at about 4 months now since we put our soil solution out. Today, we're going in and we're going to run seed coat, okay, with our seed and along with our inoculant, okay? What that's going to do is the seed coat, we're actually treating that soil around the seed, not doing anything to the seed, so that when that seed germinates, we're giving that plant more energy to get up out of the ground faster, develop a better root system on the plant, as well as seed coat eliminates what we refer to in agriculture as the lag phase. Now the lag phase is a period of time when that plant comes up out of the ground, and it'll sit there oftentimes for a few days before it starts photosynthesis and really gets to growing off and growing, okay? And it's at that time that that plant is very susceptible to stress and disease. So by using seed coat, we can eliminate that stress period and get that plant up and growing and get it off to a better start.
To find a dealer in your area or make an online purchase for any of Delta Ag's products, go to their website at seedcoat.com. Like what you see on Deer Gear? Win products and gift cards simply by liking us on Facebook at Deer Gear TV. You'll get up-to-date info on all our featured gear and the inside scoop on upcoming giveaways. Just visit facebook.com/DeerGearTV.